Hi guys, welcome to the WIC channel. My name is Rifat. So today we'll be talking about index funds. Like I know it's a lot of the hype, everybody's talking about index funds. I'm like, what is it, right? So before I get into it, I just want to kind of give you guys an idea. So mostly, I'm gonna do a series of video which I'll be releasing like in the days that follows. So just kind of give you guys an idea, like start from what's an index fund to what's an ETF to what's a mutual fund, and kind of finish it off by comparing ETFs versus mutual funds. So just right now, just kind of give you an idea what's index funds, and like this is the main of this video is what's index fund, and like kind of give you an idea what is it, how can you guys purchase it, right? So let's go into it. So index funds, it's a form of a mutual fund. It's based off index. Most of you guys are familiar with like S&P 500, like the TSI Composite, the Dow, just to name a few, right? So mostly right now, what they do is the index funds, they mimic the indexes, which is S&P 500s. We take S&P 500s for this example of this video, right? So they just mimic what is in the S&P 500. So in the S&P 500, if you take this as an example, like S&P 500, we'll say there's 500 companies in total. Companies, right? There's 500 total companies which are in that indexes. It is in that index. And how do you get into that index? There's certain requirements, right? You guys can look it up, but it's like mostly like what is the market cap? What is the like example, like how is it like compared to the other leaders of his peers of his industry? So it's 500 companies, but different companies in their industry, leaders. So some from like tech, some from oil, some from consumables. So that's the way they rate, and they add them to the index. And that index usually doesn't often change. It often usually stays the same. Like just to like recently, only a Dow, on the Dow, what happened? The GE was dropped off because like the market cap dropped, and there's a troubling company, so it doesn't like qualify and doesn't meet the requirements to be in the Dow anymore, so it was dropped. So same thing can happen to the S&P 500. There are multiple companies, you just have to meet the requirements, and the S&P 500 says, okay, yeah, you qualify and you be in the index. And what do happen is that what is index funds comes is they just mimic what's in the index. So example, like we're taking S&P 500, there's like we'll just for now there's like 5 companies, we'll just say, but there's 500, and that's like this is the S&P 500. Like you let's go A, B, C, D, and E, we'll see. And now we'll just take an ETF or a mutual fund that'll have the same companies as the S&P 500. They'll be the same. They just mimic pretty much. And I know there's ETFs, and ETFs are very popular in the terms of way just to kind of mimic, and because S&P doesn't really change it often, so so it's keep the cost low for ETFs. You can really get them really low. So compared to mutual fund, it's just, you know, it's a bit more expensive, but I'll go much in details later on and on the difference. But give you an idea, they just mimic the index, and that's where they create index funds. And most popular way people buy is through ETFs. Once again, I'm just saying. So I think that's pretty much mostly that's pretty much it for the video. I just so just to recap, the whole thing is index funds are just mimics of indexes, which is like, you know, you have S&P 500, Dow, and they just mimic what's in that index, and they will create a fund out of it. And yeah, so that's about it. So thank you very much for guys watching, and if you guys like this video, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, always that's good. And give me a comment if you guys have any comments about this, want to share. Go ahead. I'm always willing to listen and share and listen for my viewers, right? And also follow me on Twitter. Cool, that's about it. So thank you guys for watching, and have yourself a wonderful day.